Good evening, everyone. It is Monday night, and you're tuned in to CPS News. Of course, that's the news that speaks your language with Jesse and Brent. How you doing, Jesse?
I'm doing great. Brent, how are you?
I'm doing great. Thanks for asking. I'm always shocked when you ask me that. I don't know why, but I so appreciate it because you don't give that to me that often, so thank you.
There you go. That's because it's a new month. I hope August is treating you great so far. We have a lot of good news, but also some bad news. Stick around and find out.
Absolutely. So hang in there, but right now, let's give you a little peek at what we've got tonight. And of course, that means it's time for the headlines. Let's go.
Tonight on CPS News, Puerto Vallarta goes green. The city takes a bold step towards sustainability with the launch of the new Green Route, a recycling program powered by all-electric trucks. 50 years of conservation at Los Arcos. Puerto Vallarta celebrates 5 decades of protecting its most iconic marine landmark, Los Arcos de Mismaloya. Breaking ground on the Amado Nervo Bridge, a $900 million project is officially underway, uniting Puerto Vallarta and Bahía de Banderas like never before. In Voices of Vallarta, Brett Lane sits down with Shar Miller to explore Digital Compass, a new CPS segment helping residents turn everyday life into smart digital strategy. In sports, David the Sports Guy brings us the story of Vallarta swimmers who made waves at Oceanman 2025 in Colombia, representing Mexico in grueling open water events. Raise your voice, gospel joy at La Catrina Cantina. The spirit was high and the voices even higher as locals and visitors came together for a soul-stirring gospel sing-along last Thursday. All that and more tonight on CPS News, the news that speaks your language.
Okay, in our first story tonight, Puerto Vallarta just took a big step towards sustainability with the launch of the new Ruta Ambiental. It's a dedicated recycling route to separate the regular trash pickup from the recyclable trash, and it's powered by 2 fully electric trucks, which is great. The program kicked off this weekend at La Lija Sports Complex, where city officials and the Red Ambiental introduced the initiative. Residents are asked to separate glass, plastic, cardboard, and aluminum at home. The new trucks will collect the recyclables from more than 18,000 homes Monday through Saturday, which is covering up to 16 neighborhoods a day. Red Ambiental invested over 8 million pesos into the program, including 2 zero-emission Volkswagen trucks. Local schools are also joining in with environmental education programs helping kids build better habits at home. City biologist Vincent O'Halloran Lepe, speaking on behalf of the mayor, called it a turning point for Vallarta, aiming to build a culture of environmental responsibility. Puerto Vallarta is showing it is more than just a beautiful place. It's a city that's really working towards a cleaner, greener future. Thank you so much to MGG for that first story tonight.
Thanks, Brent. I'm so excited about this recycling trucks. Next up, one of Puerto Vallarta's most iconic natural landmarks just reached a major milestone. A beachfront ceremony in Mismaloya brought out local leaders, students, and environmental advocates to mark the occasion. And here's Maria with the details.
Half a century has passed since Los Arcos de Mismaloya, Puerto Vallarta's most recognizable natural landmark, was officially declared a marine flora and fauna refuge by the federal government. Today, the city proudly commemorates this milestone with a heartfelt ceremony that united environmental leaders, local authorities, and the community of Mismaloya. Before Vallarta was Vallarta, it was Las Peñas, named after these majestic rock formations that now define the city's coat of arms, created in 1968 by Manuel Martinez. The area's modern history traces back to 1851, when Don Guadalupe Sanchez founded the first settlement here. In 1918, Las Peñas became Puerto Vallarta, honoring jurist Ignacio Luis Vallarta. Los Arcos aren't just a geological marvel. They're woven into the cultural fabric of the region. In 1963, they appeared in the iconic Hollywood film The Night of the Iguana, a moment that put Puerto Vallarta on the global tourism map. At a beachfront ceremony held at a hotel in Mismaloya, Mayor Luis Ernesto Munguia Gonzalez and Jalisco's Environment Secretary Paola Bauche Peterson led the celebration. Locals, students, and conservation supporters gathered to honor the protected status that has safeguarded Los Arcos' rich marine and terrestrial biodiversity since July 28, 1975. This year also marked the fourth official Dia de los Arcos de Mismaloya, a date created to spotlight their ecological and cultural significance. Boucher Peterson reaffirmed the Jalisco government's commitment to preserving the site, highlighting past investments such as the pier renovation. The event included a short film on the history of conservation at Los Arcos, a youth drawing contest award ceremony, and the unveiling of a commemorative plaque to mark the 50th anniversary. As Mayor Munguia emphasized, this celebration is not just about looking back. It's about moving forward together, preserving this natural treasure for the next generation. With information from Miguel Gonzalez Guerra, Maria Ammerman, CPS News.
Thank you, Maria. Now, from preserving the past to building the future, Puerto Vallarta and its neighbors are now looking ahead with a major project that could reshape regional travel and connection. And here's Joe with the story.
A bold new chapter in regional connectivity began today with the official start of construction on the highly anticipated Amado Nervo Bridge, a major infrastructure project designed to strengthen the bond between Puerto Vallarta, Jalisco, and Bahía de Banderas, Nayarit. The launch ceremony was led by both state governors, Miguel Ángel Navarro Quintero of Nayarit and Pablo Lemus Navarro of Jalisco, joined by local mayors and Mexico's Secretary of Infrastructure, Communications, and Transportation, Jesus Esteva Medina. With an impressive budget of 900 million pesos, the bridge is set to be completed by November 2026. The investment will be distributed over 2 years, 200 million pesos in 2025, and the remaining 700 million in 2026. But the numbers only tell part of the story. This bridge is more than just concrete and steel. It's a lifeline for over 500,000 people who live, work, and travel between the two booming regions. By easing congestion, improving safety, and streamlining logistics, the Amado Nervo Bridge is expected to have a long-term positive impact on commerce, tourism, and everyday life. Quote, "This is an historic moment," end quote, said Governor Navarro. Quote, "We're not just building a bridge, we're building opportunity and unity," end quote. Once completed, the Amado Nervo Bridge will become a new symbol of connection between the neighboring states, offering residents and visitors alike a faster, safer, and more scenic route across the Amico River. The countdown has begun. With information from Israel Torres, Joe Wasik, CPS News.
While big infrastructure projects are making headlines, not all the news is forward progress. Just a few blocks from Vallarta's tourist zone, a much smaller but serious issue has neighbors sounding the alarm, and here's Brent again to tell you all about it.
So neighbors near the hanging bridge over the Quale River reported a sewage leak last Tuesday, with black water bubbling up near the corner of Constitucion and Cinco de Febrero. Water was seen running down the cobblestones and into the river. CPS Vallarta responded quickly and they sealed the leak. They say it was caused by a blockage of trash and grease, but the street is still open and unpaved. According to CPS Director Carlos Alberto Ruiz Hernandez, the problem was a damaged 20-inch wastewater pipe. A custom interconnection piece needs to be fabricated and could arrive by Wednesday, we hope. Once it is installed, the street will be closed and repaved. Still, neighbors remain frustrated. They say that the area's infrastructure has not kept pace with the condo development and worry this will not be the last collapse. That certainly may be justified. The leak happened just meters from the Quale River, which flows right into Playa Olas Altas and recently flags it unsafe for swimmers due to high levels of fecal bacteria. CPS says the worst is over, but until repairs are finished, obra en proceso signs remain in place. Thank you again to Miguel Gonzalez Guerra for that story.
Thank you, Brent. And now, how about a word from our sponsors, Cerámicas Exclusivas? Looking to give your home a fresh new vibe? Well, take advantage of the summer to renovate your home with Cerámicas Exclusivas. Discover everything you need to transform your spaces with style and elegance at prices you will love. From stunning flooring and modern bathrooms to those unique details that truly make a difference. Visit their showroom at Calle Federación 390 in Ixtapa, Puerto Vallarta, and explore a wide variety to fit every taste and budget. This summer, refresh your home with Cerámicas Exclusivas, where quality meets design. Follow them on Instagram or Facebook to see their latest collections and get inspired. Cerámicas Exclusivas, because your home deserves the best. Now, here's Gus with us with our next story, and it's all about trash again.
Overflowing garbage bags, foul odors, and even discarded mattresses. This is the new reality for residents and visitors in the heart of Puerto Vallarta. Ongoing issues with trash collection are plaguing the city's historic downtown and picturesque Cerro neighborhood, where charming cobblestone streets are now marred by trash-strewn sidewalks. Residents report that despite Red Ambiental's promise to collect trash daily in these central zones, service has been inconsistent, and in El Cerro, some streets have gone more than 3 days without a pickup. That delay is only making things worse. But not all the blame falls in city services. Locals point to fellow residents to leave garbage out well before or after designated collection times. This has led to unsightly buildups, attracting flies, worms, and even dumping of large items like furniture that the collection trucks can't take. On community forums and CPS Noticias Public complaint channels, neighbors are calling for clearer signage showing garbage pickup schedules, especially for newcomers and tourists who may not know of the rules. Some even suggest bringing back the old bell alert that let everyone know when the garbage truck was near. There are also reports of people tossing trash from their cars, causing bags to break open and scatter across the streets. Citizens are urging everyone to use closed bags and place them properly on sidewalks to reduce the mess caused by scavengers and passing vehicles. For now, the city's image and residents' patience hangs in the balance. With information from Fernanda Bojorges, Gustavo Espinal, CPS News.
So, trash and flooding, it really seems to encompass all of our news this time of year, which makes sense because rainy season is here, the rivers were polluted at one time, they filled up, it rolled the trash out. I guess it's just part of life right now, but at least we're getting the other side of it with the new recyclable and electric trucks. That's exciting.
I'm very excited about the recycling because it's so needed. It's so needed here, and hopefully they don't mix both of the trash together once they pick it up. I know that some people had that concern because they have tried this before. I think 10 years ago they did this and it didn't work out, but hopefully this time it does. But right now we got to go on a quick break and then we have more news.
And we have Voices of Vallarta, so don't go anywhere like Jesse said. We'll be right back. Welcome back, everybody, and of course it's time for Voices of Vallarta. And you can see I'm sitting across from my friend, and it's our special guest today, Shar Miller. So Shar is a business and life strategist. She's with Mountain and Sea Strategy. She's going to tell you all about that today. So welcome to the show. So happy to have you here today.
Thank you so much, Brent. And I have to say, I have a big question for you.
Uh-oh.
What do you know about AI?
Ask AI. No, I mean...
That's a good answer. That's a really good answer.
Funny enough, I have a pretty technical background, so I know a lot about AI, but I think it's more about, it's not always about what you know about it. It's like, how do you utilize it and what are your fears around it? And for me, I see it more as an augment to my mind. So for example, if I'm writing something and I'm stuck, it's an augment just to get me through that next step. That's where I am today.
Yeah, I think it's fantastic. You and I just met for coffee, and I owe you a coffee, and we talked about AI. And quite honestly, I'm a communications person, I'm an HR lady, and I must say that hate to admit I'm an HR lady, but I'll have to admit that I'm not a big AI expert. However, I am so excited to talk to you about what I'm going to talk about today.
I'm looking forward to it. So, I know you've been working on something exciting with your business over that coffee. I learned about it, Mountain and Sea Strategy. But can you just tell us what's it all about? Tell us about it.
I am so excited, and thank you, Jesse. Jesse is amazing. Brent's amazing. We have been collaborating and strategizing on a wonderful new segment and a whole new series to talk about the digital compass, and this is how to turn everyday life into smart strategy. And this is where Puerto Vallarta's guide to digital living. And so I am super excited to present that we're going to start this new series, and it's going to be starting this month. Don't you think that'll be fun?
I mean, you've already got me excited. I mean, yeah, like you're in here like, boom, let me go.
I know, it's so exciting. You know why? Because people like me are not AI and techno wizards. However, I'm a strategist. I'm a strategist, and I'm a person that has done human resources for decades. I don't even want to tell you how many decades I've done this, but I must say that I've learned about it. So at any rate, I want to mention that this is my mission. And since I moved here to Puerto Vallarta, I moved here in 2021, and I realized that I had a mission of bringing Puerto Vallarta a perspective about AI and also a perspective about several different things. So the exciting thing is I've created 3 types of digital products. Digital products, okay? So I put those together. Each digital product has about 30 hours full of various worksheets and information. So I'd like to review those 3 products that I'd like to review. You want to see them?
I do. I think they're coming no matter what I say.
Okay, well then I'm just going to roll through it.
Do it.
Okay, so the first one is called the Digital Compass, and this is really about everybody from businesses, entrepreneurs, expats, and also families and community to really understand how AI can enrich their life. And this means everything from housing, transportation, everything from going through life and utilizing AI, because it's such a foreign thing to many of us, not you, Brent, but many of us that don't really utilize AI. So that one's called Digital Compass.
Okay.
So we are going to be doing that in future segments, and that's what the title of our program is. The second digital product that I'm creating is called the Career Compass, because do you not agree that many of us are a bit worried about our careers and the AI revolution?
Well, I think it's highly dependent upon what you do. Like, it's interesting because at one time, like the coders, the writers, those are the people that had the most job security. But now I feel like they're the ones that most at risk. While your people who are electricians and plumbers, I mean, they're feeling really safe. But there's got to be something between a plumber and a coder.
Yes.
Right.
Yes, and so in my opinion, this is something I want everybody to think about. AI is not going to replace you, but AI will replace the careers unless you take the time to understand it. And that is careers. That is businesses and jobs, what have you. So that's called the Career Compass, number 2. And then number 3, this is fun. And for you realtors out there, this is called the Casa Compass. And this is where, it's confusing. You get a realtor, they're taking you around, they're showing you different houses, rental communities, various housing communities. But you and I know that it's a lot about the various neighborhoods and understanding the cities and the towns around the Banderas area. So this is where you can use AI to do the research on your own and embrace those communities and help you. So I have a whole product called the Casa Compass. Casa Compass.
But we're not replacing realtors, right? Because I have a lot of realtor friends that are very close by and good friends of mine.
I have a friend close by too.
Yeah, I'm sure. Yeah, you do. Yeah. So you're not looking to replace realtors per se, but you're augmenting your own knowledge coming in and probably being a little more educated client.
Absolutely, and I'd love to work with realtors too, because I think that every person that's buying a home wants to be informed and do the research ahead of time. So why not help equip those that want to relocate to Puerto Vallarta and understand the area and community with AI? So I'd love to partner with realtors.
Right. And what I love, this isn't really a one and done that we're doing right here. I mean, you're here talking about it, but you've got some big things coming on CPS here. So, like, what's next for your company? Like, I think we're going to see more of you, right?
Yeah, you will see more of me. You'll see me on the beaches where I came up with this concept. And let me tell you, this is how I came up with the concept. I was walking around Riviera Nayarit, and I was walking down the beach because it's one of the houses that Mr. Bruce, that you'll hear about someday. And I was looking at the beautiful mountains of Puerto Vallarta, and I was looking at the beautiful sea and the ocean. Now, I come from up north, okay? Up north, where we have mountains. And I'm not going to specifically say where I'm from, but I was thinking, how can I blend AI and a digital compass and my business background? And that comes to, again, a digital compass, a career compass, and a CASA compass. And I came up with mountain and sea strategy.
Well, I love it.
Don't you like it?
I do like it, and I like that we're going to learn a lot more about it. Unfortunately, today we're almost out of time,
Sure.
and I know we're going to get a lot more time with Shar in the weeks to come, and you're going to hear a lot more about it. But as we leave today, I would love for our audience to know how to stay connected and get involved with your programs, and we're going to show it on screen as well.
Yes, so I would love to have community involvement. I am building this program. I'm working on the project charter, so I would love for folks to be involved with various workshops, with the digital platforms. I'm building this. So please email me at shar@mountainseastrategy.com and also mountainstrategy.com. mountainandseastrategy.com. It's on the screen, okay? Even if I can't talk, but that's
Perfect.
definitely.
No, I love it. We're going to hear a lot more from you. It's such a pleasure to have you on today. So if you're interested, stay tuned. We've got the information up on the screen for you, and we're going to see a lot more of Shar. But if you are interested in sitting where you are, wasn't so hard, was it?
No, it wasn't. This is the first time on TV, eh?
Oh, wow.
But also, I just mentioned this is for all ages. So.
For all ages, absolutely.
Okay.
So if you want to come on Voice of Vallarta, this is the place to be. Come and see us. Come sit by me, talk about your business, talk about what you have going on. But for now, we've got to move on. And tonight, Joe has got our next story.
In a symbolic moment of regional unity, the governors of Nayarit and Jalisco stood side by side on Nayarit soil as construction officially began on the long-awaited Amado Nervo Bridge. But beyond the infrastructure, it was the political message that caught attention. Nayarit's governor, Miguel Angel Navarro Quintero, known for his candid remarks, used the occasion to publicly praise his Jalisco counterpart, Pablo Lemus Navarro, and downplay any notion of rivalry between the two states. Quote, "There's no arm wrestling here," end quote, Navarro declared, using a popular Mexican expression. Quote, "Pablo Lemus and I don't play to win over each other. We combine our efforts so that both Jalisco and Nayarit grow stronger. We're part of something bigger, a country called Mexico, now led by a president, Claudia Sheinbaum," end quote. The tone marked a noticeable shift from earlier in Navarro's administration, when his speeches often carried an anti-Jalisco undertone. Now, with both state and federal governments under new leadership, his message focused on collaboration and national unity. Governor Lemus kept his response brief but supportive. He welcomed Mexico's Secretary of Infrastructure, Jesus Antonio Esteva Medina, to the event, and echoed Navarro's sentiment, stating, quote, "Jalisco and Nayarit are one and the same," end quote. This isn't the first time Navarro has taken the opportunity to speak about regional cooperation. At nearly every public speaking event involving Jalisco officials, he highlights the importance of working together. And while his past rhetoric may have stirred controversy, the current narrative appears to favor bridges, both literal and political. With information from Israel Torres, Joe Wasik, CPS News.
The bridge is a big step for regional connection, but the message from both governors was just as clear. Less rivalry, more teamwork, y'all. And that shift in tone could matter just as much as the project itself. Now, did you see all that smoke on Friday afternoon? Well, the towering black cloud over Vallarta's naval zone was kind of crazy. I literally smelled it on a meeting over to CPS, and I found out it was full of cocaine. That's maybe why I'm reading so fast. But Jesse will hopefully slow down a little bit and tell you all about it.
Friday, a thick black cloud rose over Puerto Vallarta's naval zone, but don't worry, it wasn't a fire. Authorities were busy destroying over 1.5 tons of cocaine seized back in May of the coast of Jalisco. The burn happened at the Navy's facilities here in Vallarta, with officials from all levels of government watching closely, including the state's governor, forensic experts, and personnel from the FGR, Mexico's Federal Prosecutor's Office. The drug bust was carried out by the Navy and tied to an ongoing investigation into health-related crimes. According to the FGR, this operation prevented more than 22 million doses of cocaine from hitting the streets, a major hit to organized crime in the region. So next time you see smoke coming from the Navy base, it might just be another big win in the fight against drug trafficking. Thanks, Guadalupe Arce, for this information.
Okay, that was an interesting story you don't hear about every day. Thank you, Jesse, for that. Okay, now we've got another word from our sponsor, and this time, once again, it's La Katrina Cantina.
How fun. And talking about Katrina Cantina, Brent, let me tell you, I went there last week to check out this fantastic gospel group, and I want to tell you all about it. Listen up. The walls of La Katrina Cantina pulse with energy, soul, and harmony last Thursday during Raise Your Voice, a soul-stirring gospel sing-along. This free community event brought locals and visitors together for a powerful evening of music and connection. Led by the charismatic Jason Mathis and featuring powerhouse performances from guest artists Will Walker and Marlon Woods, the event was nothing short of electric. With lyrics provided for the crowd, the sing-along encouraged everyone from lifelong gospel fans to curious newcomers to join in on classics like This Little Light of Mine, Amazing Grace, and Oh Happy Days. Hands clapped, voices rose, and hearts lifted as the entire room became one. Beyond the music, the evening also shined a light on an important cultural shift taking place in Puerto Vallarta, the growing presence of the African American community. We spoke with Patricia Morris, originally from Houston, Texas, and founder of the Brothers and Sisters in Puerto Vallarta Facebook group, which recently celebrated 4 years of providing information, resources, and a sense of community to Black expats and visitors alike.
I saw the need for us to have a place to let other people know that we're here and that they can come and have a place to have meetups, to plan meetups, to get to know each other, because at first there were very few people here.
La Katrina Cantina has really embraced our culture, Morris said. It means a lot to have spaces that feel welcoming and inclusive. We even celebrated Black History Month on June 19th here. One such space is the bi-weekly R&B Soul Line Dancing Night hosted by Dupreece and Charisse. Dupreece, who was spotted enjoying the gospel night, spoke with us about the rising number of African Americans in Puerto Vallarta and the importance of events that celebrate their heritage.
At La Katrina, we host a line dance event. It started out being for the Black and brown community, those who love R&B line dance because they already had country music line dances. So we wanted to bring our element and our vibe to this facility.
The event drew an enthusiastic and diverse crowd, many of whom lingered long after the final note, swapping stories, laughing, and building new friendships. Both Patricia and the priest express heartfelt thanks to La Katrina Cantina for being a place that welcomes and celebrates cultural expression.
I would just like to point out that La Katrina Cantina is a very important part of brothers and sisters of Puerto Vallarta coming together. We host, if I'm not mistaken, about 2 or 3 different things here within a week that brings our Black community together. So it is very important to us that we lift up La Katrina Cantina, because it is one of the few places that actually allow us to come and show our talent and just come together and have fun and just be who we are.
As Puerto Vallarta continues to evolve into a truly multicultural destination, events like these are a powerful reminder of how music, culture, and community can bridge gaps and build lasting connections.
We love La Katrina for what they do for our community.
So how about you just come on down and come to La Katrina, support, tip the staff, because they're absolutely amazing.
With that invitation and a soulfully full heart, I'm Jessie Ruiz, CPS News.
Amen. That looks like a fun gospel time, Jesse. Sorry I couldn't join you there, but it looks like you had a good time even without me. So I just want to make sure everybody knows, if you're interested in what's going on, always you can jump onto the La Katrina Cantina's website, which is lakatrinacantinapv.com. Now, if you drive or park in Vallarta's tourist zones, changes are coming. The City Council just took a big step towards modernizing how parking works in some of the busiest neighborhoods. And here's Eric with the details you're going to want to know.
Big changes are on the way for parking in Puerto Vallarta's tourist zones. On Thursday, July 31st, the City Council held its regular session and approved the launch of the official call for bids to install smart parking meters and intelligent parking systems in key areas, including the Centro, Emiliano Zapata, Cinco de Diciembre, and Diaz Ordaz neighborhoods. The move follows the installation of a licensing group on July 28th, marking a major step toward modernizing the city's parking infrastructure. The approved system will operate under a 15-year concession, covering installation, operation, and maintenance of a virtual parking meter network. During the same session, the Council also approved the 2024 to 2027 Municipal Plan for Development and Governance, the first plan in Vallarta's history built through citizen input. Additionally, Councilwoman Micaela Vasquez from Movimiento Ciudadano issued 2 formal calls to Mayor Luis Ernesto Munguia to urgently address ongoing problems with garbage collection and the shortage of drinking water. With the green light now given, Puerto Vallarta is officially on the path to implementing a smarter, more efficient parking system in its most visited areas. Stay tuned. We'll continue to follow how this development impacts daily life and tourism in the city. With information from Miguel Gonzalez Guerra, Eric Stevenson, CPS News.
And of course, we'll keep an eye on how that unfolds and what it means for both residents and visitors. And speaking of staying informed, most of us already heard about that tsunami warning that followed that 8.8 magnitude quake over in Russia. Well, that alert was officially lifted for the Mexican Pacific, thank goodness, on Wednesday at 12:26 p.m. Again, luckily, no unusual wave activity was reported here in the Bahía de Banderas, and the Tsunami Warning Center of the Mexican Navy confirmed there were no significant changes in the sea levels, either along the coast or near the quake epicenter. Authorities thanked the public for staying alert and reminded everyone to stick to official sources when it comes to emergency updates. While the tsunami threat passed without incident, another kind of environmental concern is stirring frustration much closer to home. Over in Boca de Tamotan, a cleanup effort meant to fix one problem may have actually created another one. And here's Joe with the story.
Despite a public apology issued Thursday by the mayor of Cabo Corrientes for the recent accumulation of trash in the Boca de Tomatlan River, tensions in the community remain high. Local residents are now voicing new concerns, this time over the improper handling of waste during cleanup operations. According to eyewitness accounts, municipal workers collecting garbage along the riverbank were seen opening trash bags to drain the liquid inside. This practice caused leachate, polluted liquid generated by decomposing waste, to flow directly into the river, sparking outrage among the locals. Community members quickly arrived at the scene to confront the workers, demanding they stop immediately. Residents described the act as an assault on the river's fragile ecosystem and a clear violation of the promises made by local authorities to protect the environment. So far, the Cabo Corrientes municipal government has not released an official statement regarding the incident, which took place during a city-led cleanup effort. The situation continues to raise questions about environmental oversight and the true commitment of local officials to sustainable waste management practices. With information from Guadalupe Arce, Joe Wasik, CPS News.
It's health time, and are you concerned about your health and well-being? Do not miss the opportunity to take care of yourself at Hospital Hoya, where your health is their priority. They offer a wide range of high-quality medical services, including comprehensive medical checkups, laboratory and imaging services, consultations with specialized physicians, emergency care, 24 hours a day intensive care unit, pediatric unit, and so much more. For more information or to schedule an appointment, just give them a call at 322-266-1010 or 322-226-8181. To stay up to date on promotions and special pricing, follow Hospital Hoya on social media because your health and your families is what matters most. Hospital Hoya, committed to your well-being.
Very good. Thank you so much, Brent. And now with this, we gotta hurry up and pay the bills. But when we're back, there's gonna be some sporting news, so stay tuned.
And we are back, and it's time, Puerto Vallarta. It is time for your weekly dose of adrenaline, and this weekly sports section is brought to you by Inglés Bahía. Are you tired of not being able to communicate in Spanish? Inglés Bahía is here to help. The local language school in Mezcales offers in-person Spanish classes for beginners with passionate professional teachers ready to get your Espanol flowing. Whether you prefer a one-on-one or group classes, Inglés Bahía will boost your vocabulary and confidence in no time at all. They're located right down in Mezcales at Avenue Valle de Mexico, número 2, just off Highway 200, and it's a perfect place to practice with taco stands and shops all around, so you can utilize that to order your food. Call or WhatsApp at 322-230-7208. Inglés Bahía, más español, por favor.
There you go. And guess what? You know him, you like him. He's got all of the stats, all of the scores, and all of the scoop. It's time for Dave the Sports Guy. And here you are.
Here I am. Yes, again.
We call it, you appear. You're like the genie of sports.
It's almost like we planned it.
Almost like we planned it. Oh, I like that. Nice little callback. That was pretty. That was nicely done, Jesse.
All right, tell us what's up.
Yeah, I'll give you a couple things. Some stuff for the kids at the end here.
Nice.
Maybe get them enrolled in something that maybe you'll like there, Brent, as well.
Maybe. I don't have any children, but maybe so. Let's hear what you got.
All right. Good evening, sports fans. I'm David, your guy for all things local and athletic. Let's dive into some exciting news from the world of Vallarta sports because our athletes are making waves and headlines. We kick things off with 5 young stars who are flipping, tumbling, and leaping into the national spotlight. 5 talented gymnasts from Camude, Puerto Vallarta are representing Jalisco at the Campeonato Nacional Elite Gimnasia happening right now in Guadalajara. These future Olympic hopefuls are Fernanda Felix, Zoe Baena, Renata Sixto, Yaretsi Meza, and Ariana Navarro. Their selection is no accident. It's the result of discipline and daily dedication. And with the support of Camude Vallarta, these girls are showcasing that local talent is ready to shine at the national level. Vamos, chicas. Now, from gymnastics mats to the open ocean, our next story takes us to the island of San Andres, Colombia, where Vallarta's top swimmers just competed in the world-renowned Ocean Man event. This international competition drew athletes from across the globe, testing their endurance in 2, 5, and even 10-kilometer swims through open water. And Vallarta, well, we were well represented. Standout athlete Adriana de la Mora swam in both the 2K and 5K events. Joining her in the 5K were Estela Gradia, Sol Gomez Arachiga, Heidi Bridget Papanou, Maria Magdalena Flores, Alberto Solis Robles, and Luis Rico Valerio. In the brutal 10K distance, Diego Juarez Garcia showed grit and strength. These athletes trained for months to improve technique, build stamina, and sharpen their mental focus. But they did not go it alone. A spirited, cheering section of Vallarta supporters brought flags, chants, and love from the shore. That's the kind of energy that turns athletes into legends. And now, an invitation from Coach Dalbert Gonzalez to join one of the most empowering sports out there, halterophilia, or Olympic-style weightlifting, open to kids and teens from the age of 10 and up. This growing program already trains more than 15 young lifters who are gearing up to represent Puerto Vallarta at state and national competitions. It's not just about lifting weights, it's about lifting potential. As Coach Gonzalez says, the hardest part isn't the training, it's building the habit. And once you've got that, the sky's the limit. Classes run Monday to Friday from 4 to 6 p.m. at the Halterophilia Gym on Guatemala 798 in Vallarta. Want in? Just call 322-332-4929 and get ready to join a team that believes in strength from the inside out. And that's it for sports. I'm David the Sports Guy, and I'll see you next time with more stories of heart, hustle, and hometown pride. Jesse and Brent, back to you.
I feel like I always learn something from your segment. I mean, I learned something from a lot of segments, but so we've got halterophilia.
Yeah.
Never heard of that before, but thank you for that
Same
one.
here.
And then I've heard of doing an Ironman, but never an Ocean Man.
Ocean Man, yeah.
That's
something
easy.
I will not do.
I find that super interesting that I've all these new words in your segment. Who would guess?
And if parents want to get their kids into the gym
Love
and get lifting
From
with
10
heterophilia,
years
then
old, huh?
away you go. Yeah, exactly.
Start them young. I love that.
That's
great.
right. Just like us, every day, 4 hours a day, we're lifting in the gym, right? That's our
Some of us
dedication,
are.
right? It's our
I bet
dedication.
you guys are.
Some of us are.
Thanks so much, Dave, for that information. And now,
welcome.
guess what? We have a word from our sponsor. Yes, it's the Mari Galante. You want to find out a little more about them? Well, go to pirateshipvallarta.com and get 50% off today. Yes, the legendary pirate ship Mari Galante is back with a fully revamped immersive pirate show packed with acrobatics, music, special effects, and epic water activities. And now it's the time to climb aboard. Remember, 50% off the regular experience or 45% off their VIP premium menu, where they feature beef medallion with lobster, filet mignon with shrimp, and tasty vegetarian or vegan delights. Plus, sip like a true pirate with our premium open bar. They have Grey Goose, Don Julio, Jack Daniels, and much more. You can also meet their new mascot, Josefino, and snap some selfies and live the pirate fantasy of a lifetime. You can book now at pirateshipvallarta.com before this treasure sells away. Arr.
Fun stuff, and we always love the R. That's the best part. So this is a good point where I need to tell everybody, and you already know, that I'm going to be off for just a couple weeks in early August.
True.
Yeah, so just a couple weeks. I'll be right back, I promise. But Dan's going to be sitting here right in this chair across from Jesse, so be kind to him, y'all. I'm watching your comments.
Dan's fantastic.
Oh, he is. I think he's going to do a great job. But again, just a couple weeks and I'll be back. But don't go anywhere, because as soon as we come back from commercial, it's time for On This Day. And we'll figure out what happened on this day. This makes sense. So don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
All right, we are back, and this is On This Date, your favorite segment of the newscast.
I mean, I like this segment. I don't know what you all think about this segment, but I kind of enjoy it. But let's go with it. So here's mine. I'm going to go kind of quick this week. It is number one, Hooray for Kids Day. I say that I say that all the time. Yay, kids. All right, number 2, it's National Chocolate Chip Cookie Day.
Hooray!
It's literally chocolate something every day of the week, if you haven't noticed. It's National White Wine Day.
Hooray!
Getting better. Hooray, thank you. It's Raisin Bran Day. Oh, eat your bran, it's good for you. Keeps you regular.
Okay, I like
and it's
Raisin
also Single Working Woman's Day.
Hooray!
You go, girls. What do you got?
You go, girls. All right, well, you got all of them pretty much, so I had to search around, and I found out that today is Barack Obama's birthday, so happy birthday, sir.
Hooray!
It's also Louis Armstrong's birthday. Well, it would have been. So there's that.
R.I.P. Hooray.
Okay. And then it's also World Breastfeeding Week.
Hooray!
Hooray! Yeah.
I don't know what to do with that. Yay! Feed those kids. I love that.
And what else? Oh, yeah. International Clouded Leopard Day.
Clouded Leopard Day. I don't understand that one.
Well, it's a leopard, and he's clouded.
Hooray! Clouded Leopard Day with that.
There you go.
It is time for events. Oh, and we are excited today because guess who's back?
Yes, we have a treat. Kirsten is here. Did I say it right?
You did.
Hey, congratulations.
Thank you.
You've been practicing in the mirror, I know.
Thank you.
It is time for Red Hot Happenings, and who else would be here but the Red Hot Happening girl herself. How you doing?
Hi, good guys. How are you?
We're great. Good to have you back.
Good. Oh, thanks. It's always good to be here. You know, it's August, so it's a little bit slow right now.
It is.
But we only need like a couple cool things to do, right? It doesn't have to be lots of things, just a couple cool things.
So tell us all about it.
Yeah, well, right now we have one thing that's actually I'm super excited about. It's happening August 8th.
Okay.
It's a flash tattoo event. So it's for the ladies. So if you've been hemming and hawing about getting a tattoo, maybe.
Jessie?
You can, maybe, if you want one.
For the ladies.
Yes, they're bringing in women from around Mexico who are tattoo artists to do tattoos on other women. So it'll be a great, fun event. There's going to be DJs, like one of my favorite DJs, DJ La Coneja. She's super cute, super fun to listen to. There's food, there's drinks, and there's tattoos. It should be really fun.
Cool.
Sounds fun.
Yeah.
Well, I hope you do, and I can't wait to see
Dancing.
Jessie's new CPS with
That's right, right here.
Jessie and Brent
Right
tattoo.
here. Oh, yeah.
What about a picture of the two of you right there?
Oh, yes.
There
right in
you
your
go.
arm. I love it. All right, tell us what else is going on. I love that first one.
All right, so join the nocturnal bike ride every Wednesday in Puerto Vallarta. It's a peaceful protest for safer mobility and a super fun way to explore the city after dark. Meet at Las Ballenas in the marina at 8:45 p.m. and ride to Los Arcos on the Malecón and back. Don't forget your helmet, your light, gloves, and a bike in good condition. And if the weather allows, there'll be a final sprint for those of you up for the challenge. Visibility matters. Let's ride and be seen. This Wednesday from 10 a.m. to noon, the Annex Studio at Gallery PV is offering a free Survivor Spanish class. Learn essential Spanish skills with Professor Paul. Drop-ins are welcome. No registration is required. Perfect for travelers or expats, anyone wanting to improve their language skills. So give it a try. Wednesdays just got a whole lot better at Katrina Cantina. Their ladies' night starts at 5 p.m. and Gloria Fiona will sweep you away with her soulful voice. She sings everything from ballads to country and rock, and get this, she sings in Spanish, English, French, and Italian. Pretty impressive. Pair the tunes with tasty cocktails, delicious food, and a vibe you won't forget. It is your perfect midweek escape. Plus, it's got strong AC. Each Friday at noon, join Pam Thompson and guests for a focused yet friendly Friday conversation at the living room. It's a great reason to get out of the house, cool off in the AC, meet new people, and reconnect with familiar faces. Everyone's welcome. There's no cost to attend, just show your love and support for the living room by grabbing a drink or a bite so they can keep that AC pumping. Check their Facebook page for details. Feel the rhythm of Argentina on the Malecón every Friday at Hotel Rosita. Start with a beginner free tango class from 6 to 7 p.m. and then stay for the milonga practice from 7 to 10 p.m. Make new friends, sip something tasty, dig into delicious bites, and dance like nobody's watching. Check out Tango Fridays at Hotel Rosita, where Vallarta meets Buenos Aires. Also on Fridays at 6:30 p.m., catch the award-winning performer Tony Kenneth at Katrina Cantina. His show features stunning visuals, costume changes, and a mix of the best rock, disco, oldies, and pop hits. With powerful vocals and nonstop energy, Tony will make it a night to remember. Plus, there's no cover. Attention brands and entrepreneurs in Vallarta, want your brand to stand out while supporting a great cause? Of course you do. The third annual CPS Media Fun Run is coming this October 26th. Be part of the Vallarta's biggest events with over 3,900 participants and a media reach of more than 350,000 people. All proceeds go to Canica and Horizonte de Paz, supporting children with cancer and addiction recovery. WhatsApp them at 322-109-6449. Let's make an impact together. Cruise into the weekend with Vallarta's all-English radio show. It's your dose of classic rock, local vibes, and real stories from real people just like you. Join your host, Jesse Ruiz, every Saturday from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. on Radiante 98.3 FM. You can also listen online, podcast style, at radiante.fm or Facebook. Just search for Vallarta's Asphalt. Buckle up and enjoy the ride. This August, the Vallarta Botanical Garden is buzzing with color. Join the Hummingbird Festival from Tuesday, August 12th to Saturday, August 16th, and celebrate these dazzling little birds with a week full of guided tours, art workshops, and fun photo challenges for all ages. Activities are included with general admission. Workshops fill up fast, so register at the Hall of Flowers when you get there. It's nature, creativity, and family fun only at the Vallarta Botanical Garden. All right, that's a wrap for this week. Stick around for more news.
Thank you so much. It doesn't even seem like summer. There's so much to do.
There is so much to do. Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, it's hot out there, but there's a lot to do. But I will say this: I think it's so much fun when we have you here on set. So thank you so much for coming by.
Thank
we
you.
should get more of you. And no offense to our voiceover people; they do a great job. But the energy you bring doing the events just brightens up our day.
Thank you. Oh, and I have one more thing.
Okay.
Speaking of being hot here, I just wrote a blog about the best restaurants in PV that have AC. So go out and support the locals restaurants. They need the support because it is low season, and we need to stay cool because it's hotter than Hades here. So check out my blog, sandinmycurls.com, and check out that blog.
We will for sure.
Yeah.
Thank you so much
Thanks for having me
and for being here.
Thank you.
It was great events, and now a little bit of everything and more information. But before that, we have a message from Hospital Puerto Vallarta.
Are you living in Puerto Vallarta or planning to spend part of the year here? Then you already know this paradise has everything you need. But what about quality medical care when you need it most? At Hospital Puerto Vallarta, we've created My Health, an exclusive medical care program tailored specifically for foreign residents who value peace of mind, personal support, and care in their own language. With My Health, you're never alone. From Bucerias to Mismaloya, our team is ready to care for you in English and always with compassion. The program includes 24/7 home visits from general practitioners, emergency ambulance transport to Hospital at no extra cost, unlimited consultations with doctors who know your history, monthly clinics to help you manage chronic conditions like diabetes or hypertension, support with hospital discharge and home recovery. It's not health insurance, it's something more personal. It's your support system, here when you need it most. Living in a different country shouldn't mean giving up peace of mind. With My Health from Hospital Puerto Vallarta, you're always cared for, supported, and understood. No contracts, no commitments. You only pay for the time you want coverage. And best of all, it works with international insurance too. So take a deep breath, enjoy life, and let My Health be your safety net. Call today at +52 322 226 2081 or visit hospitan.com to learn more. My Health, your medical peace of mind in Puerto Vallarta.
From taking care of your health to planning your next trip, there is some exciting news for travelers, especially those coming from Canada. A new airline is about to make getting to Puerto Vallarta even easier. And here's Gus again with the details.
For the first time in its history, Porter Airlines is going international, and Puerto Vallarta is one of its first destinations. Starting November 14, Porter will launch direct flights from Toronto Pearson with 3 weekly frequencies, followed by routes from Ottawa on December 13th and Hamilton on December 18th, both with 2 flights per week. Porter will be the only airline offering non-stop service from Hamilton to Puerto Vallarta. These new routes will be operated with a 132-seat Embraer E195-E2 aircraft, adding nearly 3,700 seats per month to the region. Known for its premium service at low cost, Porter expands Puerto Vallarta connectivity to Canada, and totaling 17 direct routes served by 6 major airlines. This move marks a major milestone for Porter and another boost for Vallarta's growing tourist market. With information from Tribuna de la Bahía, Gustavo Espinal, CPS News.
All right, so there you have it. There was good news, there was bad news, there was fun news, a little bit of everything. So I hope you enjoyed it.
All the news.
That's it.
All the news and all the time. So there we go. So hope you guys enjoyed your newscast tonight. Hope you learned a little something. We'll be back. Well, I won't be back, but y'all will be back next Monday night. So be sure to tune in to CPS News, the news that speaks your language.
Seats per month to the region. Known for its premium service at low cost,